welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. So, this session would be the solving of case number 4 of how to replace special characters in each rows of Excel file. Now, for that, we will be having an Excel file which will contain data, and those data will have special characters in it. Our bot will at the end replaces all these special characters and dump the data into a new sheet. Now, before we jump into the technical aspect of it, I'll just take a couple of minutes, hardly 30 seconds. That is, in case if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Your support means a lot. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and comment it. That way, it will reach maximum people, and if they are looking for such kind of solutions and they can find it, and that is our channel's main goal, right? So now we can get started with the technical aspect of it. So without any ado, let me open my UiPath Studio. Now, as I said earlier in the sessions as well, I will be using Community Edition. Now, in this e- the UiPath Studio, let me also open the project directory. This is my sample file. Let me open this file. And as you could see here, I have the column called sample column, which has special character in it, right? Here and here, and so here as well. So what our agenda is that replace this all the special character that are there in here and create new sheet and dump the data. Now, without any ado, we'll jump into our UiPath Studio. So first and foremost, let's read the data. So to read the data, we need to have read range. Uh, these are the activities or the packages that I'm going to use, which is Excel package, system activity, and UI automations. So read range, let me search as read range. I can go with the modern. I can also go with the workbook read range. I usually prefer workbook read range in any, even if it is classic Excel application scope or modern Excel application scope. If it is something just to read the data, dump the data, I usually prefer read range because it's much faster compared to the other. Now, let's give the path. I'll just select the sample file and the sheet name is sheet 1. So let's write it in double quote. Range, I will mention it as from A1. Now I need to provide the property. Property in the sense, the output of it. So DT, input data. This is my final, after reading the data, that's my data table. Now, what I mentioned is that I will be replacing special characters, right? So the special characters, um, if you've seen that Excel file, you have seen that you also have the alphabets as well, also special characters. So now we have to make sure that we are not replacing any alphabets. Now to do that, let me take one assign activity. Let me call it as say pattern. Okay, I'm just going to define the patterns that I want to make sure that they don't get replaced. Okay, so the pattern would be, it's very simple pattern. You can just write. I'm just going to zoom in here. Okay, first and foremost, I have opened the flower bracket, square bracket, and closing the square bracket. So what I'm saying is that whatever the content that I'm going to write in this, those should only be used for replacement. Now I need to mention, I have seen that there are alphabets, right? So A to Z, there could be small letter also, A to Z, and there could be numbers. I don't know now, but in future, there could be numbers also. I don't want to change that. And there could be spaces. You have seen it, right? So spaces, we will ignore it. We can keep the spaces as is, right? Now, this is done. So what I have done is that I want to replace anything apart from these. But now with this, if I keep this pattern as is, what it will do is that it will replace all the things that are A to Z, capitalized or small letter, 0 to 9 or any spaces. So I don't want to do that. I need to do except these things it should supposed to replace. So to do that, you have to use a negate option. I'm sorry. So the negate option is something like the upper arrow button, which is this. Okay. Now we are not done yet. So the because this is pattern, the value, variable that we have used is a pattern. It's a string. So I need to add it in double quote. Now we are done. So I have defined my pattern. Okay. Now what I need to do is that I need to loop through each row, that is for each of dt, and then I'll take assign activity. Now the column is current sample column, right? Sample call was the column. This column I need to get replaced, basically I need to replace the data in this particular column which has special character. Now to do that, we have to use regex. Okay, regex dot replace the column that I need to look into. Okay, input string and the pattern. Okay, and once you do this, okay, now what I need to replace? I gave the pattern, I gave the input data, but what it needs to be replaced? Do I have to add something else like any dollar symbol, or just leave it blank? So as of now, I'll just leave it blank. So this is what I'm doing. Once you entered all these things, you may end up having you may end up still having an error. The reason the error probably could be of like you cannot import, I mean, the regex is not a member of something so and so. Something like this you will end up getting. So to overcome that, you need to have system.text.regular expression. Okay. If you search this, this will appear. Just select it and it will get imported. Now, once you do that, your error should disappear. Okay, you're done. You replaced it. The last option that you need to do is write the data into your database, which is very simple. Same file I'll use, and the sheet name, now I'll use sheet 2. Uh, uh, You may have noticed earlier there is no sheet 2. So if there is no sheet 2, the bot will only create the sheet 2. The write range will automatically create the sheet 2. So I'm just going to write in A1 itself. Okay, now before I run it, I need to enable add header so that the header gets added. Okay, so let's run this. Yeah, the run is completed. Let's get back to our folder and open the file. See, I told you the sheet gets created, and if you see, there is no special characters at all over here, right? Also, if you notice here, the extra spaces was kept as is. Like here, you see extra spaces were there. It did not remove at all. In case if you want to remove that the spaces, you could just remove this pattern. The slash s is there, right? That you can remove it. You should be able to remove all the spaces that are there. Okay. So that's how you convert your data which has special characters in it into a uh, filtered or removed special characters data using UiPath. That's it for today. I hope this session was helpful. For more interesting content like this, please do subscribe, and I'll be back with another challenging case study. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy,